Welcome to this week's Omsi 2 news. This week we have some information about the updated version of one of the most popular maps out there, Krefrath. In addition, we discuss the Steam sale, which features numerous discounts for Omsi 2 and its DLCs. We have some information about buses related to Addon London, and finally the repaints that were released on Thousand recently. Without further ado, let's get straight into this week's Omsi 2 news. So first of all, the well-known Krefrath map for Omsi 2 got an update, which is now called version 3.2, which essentially just features some tweaks and a brand new ticket pack. But since we have discussed the Krefrath map before, I thought now would be a good time to discuss what it features. So Krefrath is based off the real-life district in Germany with 100,000 inhabitants, and it's in the rural area in Germany. It is along the River Rhine, as you can see here, which is also featured on the map and adds for some nice scenery. As you can see here, it borders Duisburg, which you may recall from ETS2. The map features 19 bus lines, including daytime, nighttime, and express lines, and some of them go outside of the city into the suburbs and surrounding cities. As you can see here, it goes into Camp Moors, Kaltenfeld, and Halbeck, and Garat. And then you have lines from 51 to 60, as well as the 837 to 838, and 847 to 849, and the 950. Night lines, you have the 1N, 2N, and 3N as well, and as you can see, these ones are just limited to the Krefrath district. The bus is operated by the SV Kai, which is the Stadtwerke Krefrath. The next thing on the agenda is the Steam sale was launched on the 24th of June and will run until the 8th of July, and with it, as was expected, the Omsi 2 and its DLCs have gone on sale, except for those that were released in the last 3 months, as there is a rule on Steam that DLCs or games cannot go on sale until they're 3 months old. Nonetheless, most DLCs are 30% off. This is pretty much the maximum discount that's been applied to Omsi 2 or DLCs, although Omsi 2 is 32% off. Why it's such a meager discount, one does not know, but this is unfortunately the lowest the discount goes on Steam for Omsi 2 and its DLCs. But nonetheless, most of them are 30% off, excluding some of the Helicon, the Air ones, which are only 25% off, which is interesting because some of the bus packs are actually more expensive than the standard bus pack price on Steam. But nonetheless, that is the Steam sale for Omsi 2. The next thing is a brand new Krueger Ibus blind mod was released for the Addon London, or for the E200 ADL Enviro 200 MMC, and it basically gives you all the drivable and AI routes on the Krueger Ibus blinds, which basically gives the Enviro 200 MMC the right font and basically look that it has power blinds like the Enviro 200 MMCs in London do have in real life. And also, one thing to mention is this also features bus stop announcements and Ibus codes. Generally, the announcements are automatic, although sometimes if the stop interval is close together, you have to do it manually pressing Q. There's also a repaint template released for the Omsi 2 Addon C200 for those of you that like to do repainting. Essentially, just features Euro 4, Euro 5, and Euro 6 spec with a new grille. In addition, a new AI bus and repaint pack was released for Omsi 2 West Country version 3 by Whiskey Stuff, and this basically changes the AI list in West Country version 3 to the Gen 3 pack, as well as the full open top ALX 400 with repaints by Whiskey Stuff. In addition, the fleet standard livery of Dublin Bus between 1997 and 2003 was released for the V3D B70L ALX 400, and this basically just allows you to drive the fleet standard livery from back then on the Volvo B70L ALX 400. A Go Northeast livery was released for Go Northeast, celebrating its 50th year anniversary, and this livery is for the Volvo Gen 3. And as you can see here, it is a semi-fictional livery, but nonetheless, nice edition. And finally, a Dublin Bus repaint pack was released by Amos 85 for the Enviro 400, which features the old Dublin Bus livery scene at the front and the new TFI Transport for Ireland livery scene in the background. And that brings us to an end to this week's Omsi 2 news. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay on top of the Omsi 2 news. Make sure to hit the like button as well. Comment down below your thoughts, any other news you may have. And of course, join the Discord to stay even more on top of the Omsi 2 news. That is it for now. Until next time, bye for now.